How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm your host, Ethan Preston, here at Preston Outdoors, and today we're going to be doing a special unboxing video. So in today's video, I got a special unboxing. Have not opened this sucker yet. We're going to be doing that here shortly. But this is something that I've been very excited to get my hands on probably since early last fall, something like that. It's from KastKing again, but I want to say, just estimating, I want to say I'm about one of the first, not the first, but one of the first like 100 people or something like that in the country to get my hands on what's here in the box. So I want to show you guys what this is. This is you hear it all the time, but this is truly a game changer, a first of its kind in the fishing industry, never been done before, basically on two major levels. So let's get into it. Missed. Look at that. There you have it. The newest braided line from KastKing called KastPro. And we're going to get into what makes this line so special. This is combat green. This is the color. The two colors they have is coastal blue and combat green. There's the green color, kind of a lighter green. So there you have it. There's the spool. You got the KastKing logo sharks. 3 of them in there in the spool. So the biggest thing I want to talk about right away is not necessarily the line, but I want to talk about the spool, the line spool that the actual line comes on. Now you can see it's not your typical clear plastic, dark colored plastic, whatever. It's kind of a light, almost ash color, something like that. But this is a major game changer to the fishing industry. This is actually made of wheat. Not the grains of wheat, but of wheat stalks. This is a biodegradable spool that when you throw this away and put it in a landfill, it will biodegrade, unlike the regular plastic line spools. Just as advertised. They came out with a video last fall and said that this thing smells like the stalks of wheat. And it does. It smells like wheat stalks coming out of the back of a combine here in the fall. So this is huge. This is one of KastKing's principles, is being environmental friendly. And this is a huge step for the company and to wake up the fishing industry to where this is such a game changer. So another thing that makes this line a step above and beyond what the competitors are making is it's got a thing called diamond weave technology. Now you hear all these different technologies and stuff, and myself, you hear the word all different kinds and they put technology after it. It sounds fancy, but the thing with this did, if you're ever aware of line diameter, you move your line diameter down for tougher fishing situations. A lot of times clear water situations, smallmouth bass fishing, you guys will, or trout fishing, stuff like that, salmon fishing, where the fish is really keen on how big your line is and how much it shows up in the water. Well, naturally, when you decrease your line diameter, you decrease your line strength. What this diamond technology does in this KastPro is it is built on the principle where you can limit the line diameter, limit it down, get smaller and smaller. But with this line, it actually stays with the increased strength. So you have a very low line diameter, but you have a very aggressive and strong line, and especially abrasion resistant. Because a lot of times if you're using braided line, you're either using it around cover, tougher situations, wood, rock, vegetation. A lot of times I use braided line. You're frog fishing, you're in the lily pads, you're in the bulrushes, you're in the slop, you're punching, stuff like that. To where if you have a bigger line, sometimes you bring more weeds with you, or when you jack on that hook, the line does not cut through the weeds as well, so you're actually getting, it's harder to get a fish out of there. Another thing with braided line that's a common problem is color fading. Most other companies use a water-based product that holds the color on the line, but it doesn't soak into the line, it stays right on the surface. So naturally when you're using it, you're rubbing on all the different kinds of cover or sunlight, it's laying on the deck of your boat or just being used a lot casting and retrieving, it loses its color. Where KastKing's the KastPro uses a biotechnology to where it gets in deep into the line and really decreases on the amount of fading over time. So another thing I want to talk about this spool and the KastPro is the pricing. I've used almost all the kinds of braided lines that they have on the market, and most of the time if your traditional braided line on a spool is around 150 yards a spool, and most of the time you're paying 18 to 30 some dollars. Most of the time I was paying upwards of the low 20s, mid 20s, sometimes up to $30 for a 150 yard spool. On Amazon right now, this retails for just under $19, but again, you're getting a 300 yard spool of line. So you're getting half the amount you would pay, or a little bit less the amount that you would pay for a 150 yard spool. You're getting this on a 300 yard spool of line, so you're getting twice the amount of line for less the price. So if you want to check out any of the KastKing products, I'll leave some links below with the rods, reels, and line and stuff that I've used in my videos and some of the rods and stuff you see behind me. Also, I'll try and leave a link below for the KastPro line. But again, if you go on to Amazon.com, you type in KastKing, or if you're searching for braided line, KastKing braided line, or KastKing rods, all that kind of stuff, the different options will pop up and give you a very lengthy description as we see here. I scroll down here, and this is just on the KastPro line. It gives you a lengthy description with pictures and details on what you can expect from this line. Same with the rods and reels and stuff like that. So again, this is Ethan Preston from Preston Outdoors. I want to thank you guys for watching. Again, if you haven't already, check me out on Instagram, YouTube if this is your first time, Facebook and Twitter as well. Keep you up to date with pictures and short video clips uploading in between my YouTube uploads. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and tune in next time.